Muhammad Ali winning the Liberty Medal, fantastic choice. When David announced it, I thought back to one of the classic moments in time, and David talked about Bob Rassler. He was just a great, great man, and when I was a city councilman, was my constituent. He talked about the National Constitution Center idea a lot. If you knew Bob, he talked about a lot of things, a lot of times, and some of them actually came to fruition. This is one of them. And so a great testament to him and a loss for us. We lost another champion of Philadelphia, and these two guys really made each other better. And that, of course, is Philly's own. We've adopted him, and that is Joe Frazier, who passed away. I remember as a 13-year-old kid, I believe the date was March 8th, 1971, listening on the radio. For the young people here, there were these devices. Back in the Stone Ages, there were these devices. They were portable. You could carry them around, known as a radio. You can see them on display at, I'm sure, the Smithsonian. David may even capture a few. I'm sure there's some Constitution connection between radios and the NCC. Of course, on the one hand, not necessarily the best night for Muhammad, but a great boxing experience, which led to three matches between them, and those three must be considered three of the greatest boxing matches that have ever taken place in the history of boxing. So those two guys really are, I would suggest, virtually inextricably tied to each other. There's never been a combination like them, and so I want to certainly continue to recognize the great memory of Joe Frazier. Having said that, though, the only other thing I can say about Muhammad Ali, of course, is float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, rumble, young man rumble. He was a true champion in the ring and out of it. And whether you agreed with him or not, whether you submitted to his views, he did, in fact, change America. And if you talk about someone standing up, not just for themselves, although he did, but standing up for an idea, standing up for a principle, to put himself in jeopardy and ultimately have his heavyweight championship title stripped away. You know how hard it is, certainly, to do that. And I believe, again, if my memory serves me correctly, Muhammad Ali may have been one of the first to win the title a second time. And I think went on actually to win it a third time. We're talking about an extraordinary person, not just a boxer, but the will that it takes, and all the bravado and all the other stuff that was Muhammad Ali. I would submit was actually Muhammad Ali may have been one of the greatest psychologists of our time.